Okay, calm down. I'm going to get there. Calm down. I drive to New Delhi all day.
Today will you be paying with cash or check, sir?
I take Venmo if you want to do it Venmo.
All right, good afternoon and welcome to Table Talks. We're back. It is November 11th, Veterans Day, so make sure to thank a veteran today for their service. I'm Levi Fox, here with the other hosts, Andrew Lawrence, Ethan Fox, Lydia Chambers, Caleb Teachout, Caitlin Smith, Bailey Snydowski, Sela Shields, and our guest speaker today is Charlie Metcalf. So, Charlie, it's good to have you here.
I was a veterinarian once.
Make sure to thank a vet today.
Thank you for your service.
Because nobody else wants to do it. So, all right, well, of course, we're going to start off with a popularity battle. This is our little custom that we do to see who's the most popular. So everyone put your phones in the center of the table. Make sure they're face up so we can see whether we deem you to be popular or not, because that's obviously what goes. And that is all I have to say for the opening segment. Sela's already got a notification. Sela's mega popular.
No, that's not popular.
Yeah, any notification counts. But
I didn't put anyone in charge of Table Divided, but it was like kind of inspired. The question was by Caitlin's original. By Caitlin or Lydia? I thought it was Caitlin. Was it Lydia? Lydia. Like mature year of the student. Go ahead. I phrased it a little bit differently on the paper, but phrase it however you want.
So I was thinking the other day about sometimes the juniors act like they know everything and that they're the most mature. Sorry, Bailey. But that the seniors act less mature because the juniors see them and say, "Why would you do that?" And the seniors are like, "We're doing this because we know we can." And it's a maturity. It's a different. The seniors are actually more mature, but the juniors act more mature. So that's our table divided. Does anyone? Right here. All right, Bailey.
That is false. 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 Anyone who accuses me of acting mature is just stupid. Okay.
No, we're saying juniors act mature, but they're not.
Acting, as in an act. An act isn't real.
Like the seniors are more mature, but the
I
juniors
agree.
think they're more mature.
I don't even think I'm more mature than a senior. I don't even think I'm more mature than a sophomore half time.
We know the real truth. The freshmen are the most mature.
Yeah. We know not.
Freshmen are all mad clicky, is what they are.
Says the one in the most boring class on history.
I don't feel like you can really stereotype a whole class. Because there is just
You can't stereotype a whole class.
because there's been some classes where, although they're older than us, there have been some that have been really top notch, and I would say, okay, I don't think I measure up to where they're at, even as a senior. Right. I would say, okay, I think they're more mature than I am as a
Right,
senior
I agree,
right
but
now.
I'm not talking like 2022 class or 2020.
You're saying
class.
this class.
This class, yeah, just in not even necessarily, but seniors in general versus juniors in general.
I mean, I think that has to be the case. Like, seniors are on their way out, so a lot of the times they're like, I don't care because I'm about to leave, which I don't. Maybe that has something to do with maturity, but the juniors are like, I still have more year to grind.
I think juniors are kind of at the point where they're kind of in the give up year, and I honestly think it would be a more accurate statement if you said the sophomores act like that, because I feel like after freshman year, sophomores in my sophomore year, I remember our class being really
the
prideful.
name sophomore literally from the Latin is wise fool, and I would agree. I think juniors kind of have it almost the most figured out, and the seniors, they definitely have it figured out, but they're fine to make it look like they're slipshod.
I mean, it might just be my sophomore group. I feel like my sophomore group is spinning out of control. I haven't talked to anybody that has been yeah, we got this figured out, and we're on it. Maybe that's just me personally, but I don't know.
I think that's my opinion. Coming in as a freshman, you're like, whoa, it's just pretty much all my class and then upper class. In my mind, at least what it was last year. And so you got all the freshmen, they're probably ish my maturity level. Then you got everybody else, and so now I finally have our class to look down upon.
No, I think
a little bit.
I think I agree with Bailey. I think that most sophomores I've talked to seem more put together than the juniors.
But I think it can kind of be a little bit of both, though, because in one way, I'm like, okay, I'm just realizing how much I don't have figured out coming into this year. I was like, oh my word, all the things. But at the same time, you're also looking at the freshmen and being like, you have no idea.
So part of the thing is, I think as you go on, and I've noticed this, that you think, when you're a freshman, I think you think the highest of yourself out of all of the years of college. When you get to a senior, you realize that you have flaws, and so you're like, I don't have to hide it from somebody. So I'm going to be myself. You also know yourself better as a fourth year.
Okay, I'll say, as a senior, I don't care as much about the little things at college because I'm looking towards graduating and what happens. There are some things in college that seemed big that looking back, I'm like, that was so small and so little. For instance, doing I thought if you didn't do chorale or ensemble, you were like actual heathen. And this year I'm like, okay, that's not going to affect my spiritual walk. It's not going to affect, what church I go to. And if anything, it's going to help me finish my classes.
Yeah, kind of.
But see, that's what I'm saying. As a senior, the things that seem more impactful in your life aren't necessarily school related.
Yeah, I agree with both you and Levi. And also the fact of you don't feel like you have to hide anymore because the fact is everybody already knows you, especially your own class. They've seen you mess up. They've seen you do all the things. So it's yes, am I going to keep working on myself? Yeah, but why hide it?
There's a lesson for each class to learn. For the seniors, the temptation is to just quit and just throw everything to the wind and just crash land at the end, but finish. But I think for like the freshmen, or like for the sophomores, it's like, guys, there's more. You have more to figure out for sure.
Second, by the way. You said what? I was second.
In popularity. Podium, Sela, Ethan, Bailey.
No. Second.
Well, you second.
Or second.
I was before you.
As soon as I put my
Okay, on that topic, the most organized you'll be in terms of school grades is junior year.
Yeah, I agree. Or for me, it was sophomore year. But then junior year. Freshman was kind of easy. But so, speaking of like becoming in front of people, I'm just curious, who's the oldest person on this podcast?
Me.
Is it Caitlin? When is your birthday?
Does it sound?
Wait, what day?
Sound mean if I say I thought it was like definitely?
And you're turning 22? Ah, so you might be the oldest.
so
on the podcast.
old.
You're beating me by 12 days. So mine's a 28.
How does your back feel?
Lydia's 22. You're 22 already? Oh no, Lydia's way older than anybody else on the podcast. She's got one foot in the grave.
Yo, we're talking about how you have a foot in the grave.
I didn't realize that you were the oldest. I thought I was older.
So you're the wisest. We say wisest when we're talking
Craziest thing
about
about our
ladies.
class is that Nate Bonnell is younger than me and Lydia, which is insane.
Why are you holding your phone up, Sela?
I'm waiting for your internet connection.
Sela's doing the waiting for cell service thing.
What's weird about this? I feel like he's like she seems way older. He's probably about your age. So it's Lydia, Caitlin, me, Andrew.
Michaela and I are a month apart.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who's the next oldest after Andrew?
When's your birthday?
She's
Wait,
March 1st.
Nate
She's
or
April
Nate?
1st. Huh?
But Nate is March.
No, I'm talking about at the table now.
Oh, I
Sorry.
thought you meant. I was like, thinking, like, I'm good.
Sela's for sure the youngest.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, between you four, who's Ethan's older than Bailey. Are you older than Bailey? So you're second youngest, probably. How old are you, Teach? You older than Ethan?
You're a babe in arms.
Ethan, how old? Who's older? You or Teach out?
I'm definitely older than teacher.
Okay, so it goes Lydia, Caitlin, Levi, Andrew, Ethan, Teach out, Bailey, Caleb, sorry, Charlie, Sela. Oh, you're older? Oh, okay.
I think the worst was when Benson realized I was older than him. He rubbed that in so bad.
That was a great topic, whatever before the ages. The ages was fun, but the topic was good.
Charlie, you got any topics?
You got a rant? I have a rant. You got a soapbox? You got a soapbox?
I'm not sure if I actually have like. I mean, I could sit here and talk about disc golf for way too long, but then like you guys would have to delete the recording afterwards. Yeah, maybe we got a new segment. All right,
There we go. So if you're listening to the show, you can just click the skip the next 5 minutes button. But if you're still interested,
What do you think of the new composite they're using in some of the newer discs?
Run that by me one more time.
I think he's talking about the landfill plastic that they're using on the new
Okay, I
Doomsday
do not,
drivers.
okay, so I appreciate what they're trying to do, but at the same time, they're creating one of the most poor quality discs that I've ever seen, and at the same time, they're charging you an insane amount of money, all in the name of recycling and saving.
I thought the
they
point
do
of
look
recycling
cool.
was to save money.
The ground play with those discs is insanely bad, though. They get big up super bad. They stick weird on there. It's a hard disc to use.
Anyway, so that's for any of you that were interested in landfill plastic. There we go. Okay, we're gonna move on though. Let's see. Oh, you're up, Andrew.
What is the take on today's lunch? Out of 5.
So I actually love this meal. I would give it a 5.
I feel like it's kind of like Chipotle, but I'm going to give it a 4.
I'm gonna say normally it's like Chipotle, but none of my rice was cooked, so 3.
I am seconding that. Like none of my rice was cooked. Like that was like a 1.5. Like maybe.
Yeah, it's like a 3. Again, with the rice, it wasn't
I have to like
cooked.
scoop
And
the top of my
yeah.
finger to find an edible portion.
I love guacamole more than most people, but I do not like this guacamole.
I'd give this a 4. The rice was a little iffy, but everything else was just as good as usual.
I did not get lunch today. I got this like buffalo chicken quesadilla thing, and I'm telling you, that was a 5. That was like a 5.5 out of 5.
It looked good.
I devoured that thing. Yeah, it was good. All right, Anton.
I'm not even kidding. It tasted like dishwater. That was a 1.
Well, you made your own. You can't blame the kitchen for that.
What? No, the meat tastes like dishwater, and the rice was like chewing on like popcorn kernels. Seriously.
All right, we're going to the next segment. All right. I think this is you, Ethan. Oh,
Okay, so this is a new segment, and I don't know if I like this name or not, but we're going with it for now. It's called Table Team Up. Yay!
Sounds terrible right off the bat.
Okay, but anyway, wait to hear though. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go around the table and we're going to discuss. It's gonna be open mic. We're gonna discuss a couple different scenarios if we as a table were working together to accomplish something. Who would play what roles? Okay, so the first one we're gonna do is kind of boring, but we're gonna do it anyway. If we were running a restaurant, where are we putting everybody? How are we staffing it?
I was about to say, I don't care where everyone else
I want to be like
I've
Gordon
been just-
Ramsay. I want to be like Gordon Ramsay, like head chef.
No. Hey,
Actually,
wait.
whoever has a knife, like
No,
which
Ethan,
guy
you
gets to
gotta
use
be
a
the
knife
guy-
back
the
there,
kid on
like cut
roller
stuff,
skates.
because then I could do that.
Because you literally look like him. You know, in Ratatouille, how the linguini's on roller skates, that'd be him.
Oh, that's
Now
fast.
She's like the hostess.
Wait, what is the hostess?
She's the one that
She's the lady who loves him. How many seats?
Oh, like a wait, like the initial waiter that takes.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the nice lady that does nothing.
Okay, what is?
I'm good at that.
Wait,
But who would end up being the grumpy waiter that like it does not care about
Can I make the?
Wait.
Can I be the head?
For our listeners,
Absolutely.
Bailey just pointed right at Charlie's head.
I mean, I'm fine with accepting that role. I would love that. That would be like, it's fine.
Wait, but
I can go
okay,
in there and
but
just
we
rip
have
up
to
people.
start.
I
I
could
feel
do
like we got to
that.
start from the top down though. Like, who is the owner of the restaurant? Who's the-
I vote Levi in on that one.
Yes. Okay, Levi's. But the owner is not the master chef. So who's like the guy back there in the white coat?
No,
Bailey, we used to do it together.
Wait, can't you see Andrew's,
Andrew's
over there,
the
curled
critic.
lip, sprinkling the salt?
Andrew's the staff critic.
I think I would make Lydia the head chef and Ethan the sous chef.
I'm the critic.
He's the soup chef.
I'm the
The
guy
sous
that
chef.
comes in and
No, Sue second. Yeah. So 'cause Ethan, just a shout out, is actually a fantastic cook. Like at home, he did it all through high school and was mad fire at it.
Wow.
Lydia's a woman, so she's gonna be better.
yeah. We should make Lydia the dishwasher.
Hey, no.
So what am
That's TJ.
You literally are the staff critic.
No, you're the customer we can't get rid of. Like, you keep coming back, and you always complain.
You're the Karen.
Yes, you're the
Every
guy.
restaurant needs a Karen, and it's you.
We can't even try any different food. Like,
He's gonna be like, it tastes like dishwater.
No, Andrew's gonna be the guy that walks the door, and you're gonna like see him come in through the window. You're gonna turn over to the other chef, and you're like, "This guy's gonna order this. He's gonna complain about this, and then he's gonna ask for this, and then he's gonna leave this much tip."
So a Karen.
Just for the record, I'm very much an explorer when it comes to menus.
Yeah, I feel like the critics.
Oh, that is true.
What are the flashbacks like?
Okay, so owner, chef. Who's next? Hostess. She's a definite hostess.
Waiter.
Caitlin would be a great waitress.
I love Dave Elwood.
Waiter,
One, I
waitress.
spill stuff on people.
Or would-
I feel like
Charlie and Caitlin as waiter and waitress? Question mark.
I feel like
Caleb could be today's meal.
Okay, why am I just seeing Caitlin as the person behind the desk that awkwardly? Wait. I have to finish that sentence. Why would Caitlin? I think Caitlin would be the person behind the desk where you actually pay for your meal when they ring you up at the very end, and you're like, oh my goodness, and it's like an insane amount of money, and then she's like, that's gonna be $100 and 16 cents for
Also,
your entree, and
Are
it
you-
just smiles at
Caitlin,
you.
if you were that person, would you be like the person who like pushes the box out and it's got like the tip amounts, and it's just like the really aggressive?
Also, she's like,
really
also, if
aggressive,
you
it's like
want to be a
50,
moral
30,
human
and
being, I mean,
65%.
if you would like to tip,
Are you serious?
It's ridiculous.
Like, there's no option where you can choose.
I worked at Seven Brew. I worked at Seven Brew, and they hardcore guilt trip you into like over coffee. Like you serve someone their coffee, and then I'm always like, and then I'm just gonna ask you to sign this real quick, and then it's got like these 3 buttons, and one just has like a blue heart if you just don't want to tip, or like I think no tip is like a no tip button at the bottom, and then if you want to tip, it's like a heart, and then it's like a super happy emoji if you want to tip more. It's like it's so
What I
funny.
like is when they give it to you, and then you see them watching you, like push the button.
Because like I always just look away. I just hand to him, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's just like kind of you do one of these numbers.
I said, "Where's the no tip button?" Because that's the one I want to press with my finger.
Actually, I went to this one restaurant and the person was like, and it did like the tip thing, and they're like, no one gives tips anyway, so no tip thing is right there. They pressed it for me without.
I feel bad because I know some people like feel bad.
They press the 15.
Okay. Has anyone actually ever been to a restaurant and had that happen to them, where like they were trying, like the cashier was like trying to coax them into giving a tip?
Yeah.
No, because I don't think I've actually ever had it happen before. Like I've heard about it, but
Would you like to share your
It's like this place. It's like this little place near our house,
It was at the past missions banquet.
and they would like hardcore try to get you to tip, like more than you were already going to.
Okay, so we've established Levi would be the owner, Sela would be the hostess. Well, wait, what would Bailey be though?
I'm that part of the restaurant.
Bailey, you would be a waitress.
No, she would we would lose all of our business in the first week.
Honestly,
Yes. Bailey is the person that writes you up because you didn't come in.
I'm a karaoke.
So Bailey's the assistant manager. Yeah. Oh no, I'm the owner. You'd be the manager. I forgot. I mixed it. She'd be the person who hires you. You'd be the hire fire.
She's the one that like comes in and tells you that you didn't clean the fry machine right, and that they're gonna fire you tomorrow if you do it
I
again.
feel like if we had to have a waiter, I would. My vote is for both Caleb and Charlie to wait.
And then she could be the lady that brings.
So who's the dish pick?
I don't know.
Not me. I'm the soup chef.
Yeah.
We have a dishwasher.
No, sous chef is just code for dish pit.
Yeah, honestly, that's probably true. It's like go make. He's like go make the entree if you know what I mean.
Ethan should be the guy behind the hibachi, like the hat and everything and all that shit.
Oh yes.
Look, you peed out in the oil.
What kind of restaurant would we start though?
No, he's the one. I know exactly what you're talking about. We don't need a sous chef, but we need a busboy.
A busboy. What in the world is a busboy?
He's the busboy.
This is a restaurant, not a church ministry.
What is a bus?
Okay, but for real, what kind?
Yeah, it's the guy from Ratatouille. It's on the roller skates. It's like the guy with the hair.
This morning I just
Okay, so what kind of restaurant would we have? That's a good one.
So, Ethan, Levi, you're the owner.
Why are you looking at me?
Chick-fil-A.
I would make bank.
Chick-fil-A. How I love you.
Yeah, it would be nice to have a steakhouse.
Le-
not gonna lie.
Levi's gonna do the Chick-fil-A pyramid
What are we
scheme.
naming? Yeah.
Why would you name it
So I've never been to a steakhouse. Except for like Golden Corral, that does not count at all.
Have you ever been to Texas Brazil?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Texas Steakhouse.
Okay, what's your favorite thing there?
I don't know.
And you have the bacon wrap.
They have- No. There's something even better than filet mignon. There's something even better. I forget what the steak. It's what is it called? It's the really tender one.
Surly.
No,
Filet mignon.
it's
Filet is
not
the
a
corner.
Brazilian name.
Oh, chimichurri. That's a sauce.
No, it's like really.
I know what you're saying.
Oh, it like falls apart.
Yeah. Barbacoa.
Oh, barbacoa.
No, that's it. It's something like that. If we were robbing a bank,
Okay, so yeah, here's what that's the next thing.
I hit all the curves.
Wait.
He's actually the getaway driver. Who's the mastermind?
Why would it be the getaway driver? I think I'm kind of bad driver.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, if we're robbing a bank, Teach Out and Levi'd be the ones who are actually sticking up the guys.
No, T-Chow could not do it. He's the one. He's the Christopher
No,
Robin.
he would though,
He's the
because
who?
it would make a good movie. Because he would be robbing the bank, and then he would be the guy that like couldn't do it. Yes, exactly.
But Levi would say,
But most of the time in those movies, don't we end up like getting
And
rid of
Levi's
the
like,
guy that's
"Pull the
hesitating?
trigger,
Like,
dummy."
we end
He's
up
like, "I
shooting him
can't."
at the end, don't we? Like, right? That's how that works. Like, if the guy hesitates, then we just shoot him there because then he's a liability. And so, like, right? That's what I'm saying.
Caitlin
Does
would
that
be the
mean we're
lady
just
working at the bank
sacrificing him,
behind the
or-
desk.
"Oh yeah." You're not. You are the teller. No, she's the inside man. She's the inside
Oh,
man.
she's like a bank teller on the inside.
She's the inside woman.
I feel like if we had to have a safe blower, it'd be Charlie.
Oh what?
I think that's accurate.
I just saw. My name is Ethan.
Which one of us
We have
looks?
the evil twins. Oh, I'm sorry. Me and Celia are the evil twins.
Would Bailey and Celia cause a scene?
She's gonna be the one that comes up and she's like, my grandfather has a broken
Why are you a hell?
We're gonna let it go.
Oh, pobrecito. I just have to quote this because I have the chance.
How is your grandfather? Best part of that movie. Anyway, carry on.
So, inside person, safe breaker, scene neighbor, and listener.
So how are we thinking this would go down? Like order of events with our jobs. How would this go down?
So where do we meet to make
Uh, so I say we would like put the distraction inside before. Our inside person is inside working close to the stage.
So that's Caitlin.
So we have Caitlin inside. The twins are inside getting
I
ready.
feel like he'd be the
to make a
person getting it
distraction.
together, but I'd actually be the person y'all are all trying to pay off. Like the
Like you're like
you
the
know
mob
what I'm
boss
saying?
that
he's
we're like
robbing the
in
bank
debt to, and now
to
we're all
pay
cooked
me.
if we don't pull it off.
Yeah.
She's the lady who will never get caught because she never actually does it.
Yes.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like in the movie, she's the nice grandma who sells cookies.
Yes.
In other words,
I'm the bad guy from the first movie. She's the bad guy from the second movie. That's how that works.
When you think it's the original bad guy, and then the very end
You
is
got him. And then
Ba-ba-bum.
hanger, dun,
Yes.
dun.
No, it's a white van.
Are you here for the bank robbery getaway? Okay,
Calm down. I'm going to get there. Calm down. I drive to New Delhi all day.
Today, will you be paying with cash or check, sir?
I take Venmo if you want to do it Venmo.
Wait, what is Levi then? So what's Levi?
Oh, Levi's the guy that comes in the ski mask.
Okay,
And the
Just
black
straight
one.
up.
Right,
Yes.
but see, they come in together.
And he's telling Teach Out to shoot, but Teach Out can't shoot.
Right.
Then he takes
So
the gun
she-
and goes,
so
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so who do we identify as like the cold killer that like never says anything? There's always like one guy.
That's
But
100%
if he's
Levi.
like our boss coming in, then he's like the more.
Me and
But like I'm talking when we're in. Once we're in the bank, who's leading us?
Oh, once we clear the smoke and we just have the vault with all the money in there, I walk in with my hands like
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. And then that's when you turn on him out of nowhere, and you call into the original boss and you say, "It's taken care of." Yes.
Ethan has a metal nose that has a different attachment.
That's the reveal at the end. Is he like switches his nose, and we figure out it's not.
I said,
Ay, hemos entregado.
Oh, the studio C is crazy.
Pulls off a mustache and hair and it's insane.
I know.
I don't feel like that's how it would go though.
Yeah,
He got
yeah.
caught. Cheetah would be the first one to walk in. Honestly, because you look at him, they're like, oh, nobody would like.
So, I mean,
me. So wait, I'm gonna get the hard time. Wait, so what did we decide Bailey's doing?
They're the distraction once we get in the building.
Superhero assembly.
Oh, right. That are bumbling around. What is Charlie doing?
Okay.
I'm blowing the safe open.
Oh yeah.
Let's do a different one. All right. What if it was a superhero assemble movie? Like where superheroes are assembling.
Whoa, what was the question?
A superhero assembly movie where like superheroes get together. Ethan would be the guy that gets us all together and cusses just a little too much.
That's you.
Wait, who would be like the grumpy older superhero that's like mad at life and is mad at all the young guys?
I think it's inspired to save.
Yes, exactly. Like he feels inspired by them because he's taught his pupils, and now we're like ready to move on.
No, see,
Are you saying he's like Batman or something?
I feel like
Like-
Teach-Out
No,
would,
no, no.
Teach-Out
like
would be
back
the
at
main character. He would be the main character.
Would he
He's
be
like the guy
the
who comes from nowhere and then becomes like the good.
Wait, would this be like the type of movie where
He's a Captain
we
America
used to
type
be a
guy.
group and then we split up and he's the guy that like brings us all back together to like save the world?
He puts
Like-
the team together.
Yes, that's
He
what
would
I'm
be
saying.
Bucky
Like
Bo.
he would be our one unifying factor.
You could be Bucky.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, if we were the Avengers, we should do that.
I've never seen Avengers, so I'm just gonna step
Andrew
out on
would be
this one.
Black Widow.
In other words,
The
we'd all
sun's
be.
getting real low, big guy.
Who's Hulk?
We're recording this.
If we were the Avengers, I would be feeling really stupid right now.
Same. But this show, I'm like,
Oh, you're what's your name?
No.
The agent.
oh, Shang-Chi.
No. The agent in the first movie.
No, he's Hawkeye.
Well, not his Hulk.
She's on Iron Man's girl.
No, the agent Pepper Potts.
Well, Pepper Potts is not an agent.
I think so. No, I was
She's not Asian.
She's the agent.
Oh.
From the first
Oh,
movie.
okay, yeah, yeah. Asian.
What agent? I don't know anything about.
What's her name?
I don't know. She's not like a main character.
Yeah, I want to see this. Agent from.
No, that's
Not gonna
real.
lie, these rice
Oh, she's Asian.
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
Do I get to be Iron Man?
No, you're Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
No, he's Loki.
He's not cool enough to be
Oh,
Hawkeye.
Loki could be good. You're a little deceptive.
Loki.
Yeah, I'm so
Would I be Loki?
Wait, who's Iron Man? Out of anyone at the table who's Robert Downey
I feel like
Oh yeah.
actually
Iron Man. Oh, it's Rich. Let's go. He's like, yes.
Who else is that? Who's Ant-Man then? Really stupid guy who thinks he's cool.
Oh, Charlie.
No. Wow. Charlie would be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No,
I'll
no.
say Spider-Man and Andrew
No,
Garfield.
he's not.
Yeah.
He's not juvenile
Andrew
enough.
Garfield.
I disagree with that take. Like he's not juvenile enough to be.
Am I supposed to say thank you or am I?
So he'd be a better Spider-Man.
No, he's
No.
Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
A dark
No,
Spider-Man.
because Charlie's not like he's not depressed.
Yeah, but he's got a big Adam apple like it.
Andrew Garfield is
Slightly self-conscious now.
I don't know. There's too many girls here. There's not enough girls.
There is, but I don't know if anyone's gonna like.
For good reason.
not it.
Superhero girls are super dumb.
There's Wanda, there's Black Widow, there's Captain Marvel.
Why are the girls normally in the movie in Avengers movies? Just out of curiosity.
I like Black
I don't like
Widow.
Scarlet Witch.
I like Pepper Potts. I like Becky Carter.
You're Pepper Potts.
I land.
Pick up the mic.
I feel like you're very Pepper Potts.
You're very.
Hey, yeah.
I don't like Pepper Potts.
I didn't know Pepper Pottsy was an adjective.
Well, now it is.
Now it's over.
She's like
The Black Pantheress.
She said.
Well, who would Ethan be then? So if Andrew is Iron Man,
He's Hawkeye.
I agree. I
No,
think
no,
I
no, guys.
agree.
No.
Ethan is Doctor Strange.
No.
yeah,
Oh.
Ethan actually is Doctor Strange.
No, wait, I think I agree with
Here's
that.
okay.
Strange is
So
no point
here's the
one.
thing. Hawkeye is very edgy, and
No, he's a
guy
coolest
in
one.
I don't like Benedict.
oh
Yeah, I think
my,
it's,
that's a crazy take.
I don't like that.
The only reason I even know that name is the Studio C where they're arguing about whether he looks good or not. So that's all I know that by.
No, Ethan needs a goatee. You could rock a goatee. Ethan would be that one. He'd be Vision.
No.
Oh, don't even get me started. He's such a creep.
Why are you giving him all the mystery?
Ethan is
I'd
Ultron.
literally rather be Ultron than be Vision.
Okay, Thanos now, he's actually kind of.
Gamora, there's Gamora.
There you go. She said, I'm just trying to think of girls. Who would be Thanos?
Yes.
Bailey's Gamora.
In the homeschooler says, so who saw them? So Caitlin, Bailey, and myself, who would be?
So what are the guys? Thor.
He says yes.
No, okay. I may be wrong, but I feel like I got Black Widow. Or not Black Widow. Hawkeye. I feel like I can do Hawkeye or Loki.
You're looking at me like I would know. I have no idea because I've never seen any of these. But you look confident, so I'm going to say yes.
No, he's Doug. Doug.
Oh, Star-Lord.
Bailey. He's Doug, like the rock thing. My name's Doug. All my friends call me Doug.
What's that even from?
That's actually great.
It's from
What's his name?
I've never seen it.
Oh, Doug's dead.
The Wasp is a girl character.
Wasp is a girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like she's like, I don't know, I've never even seen Easy Girl. It's called Social Doom Scrolling.
They're rating
It's a rating.
Yeah, we're rating males.
Oh, that would be an interesting one.
We've already done that.
I have to say something nice to you for skinning your compliment. Sila.
He called me a big mouth.
No,
Dr. Spencer called you a big mouth?
I had food on my plate.
is muy grande.
I had food on my plate, and he was like, "That's a lot to finish in 5 minutes." But something like when you have a big mouth, something like that, it works, or like you can do it.
Burn.
Talking to the mic, Dr. Spencer. Why? What big ears you have?
I was saying burn. It was a good roast.
Say something.
Su boca es muy grande. Sila, you look very nice. Sila looks very nice today.
Hey.
You do too.
Ethan, hurry, get us off this podcast.
Okay, we're gonna close this out. If you're listening to this, and you have some takes on the things we said today, please contact one of our hosts. Let them know what you think. If you got any ideas for segments we could do, let us know. We'd be happy to field some of those takes. This is Table Talks. We'll catch you next time.
Doug is dead.